There are some strange things coming. Revelation chapter 21, verses 1 to 7. And I saw a new heaven and a new earth. For the first heaven and the first earth were passed away, and there was no more sea. And I, John, saw the holy city, New Jerusalem, coming down from God out of heaven, prepared as a bride adorned for her husband. And I heard a great voice out of heaven saying, Behold, the tabernacle of God is with men, and he will dwell with them, and they shall be his people, and God himself shall be with them, and be their God. And God shall wipe away all tears from their eyes, and there shall be no more death, neither sorrow nor crying, neither shall there be any more pain, for the former things are passed away. And he that sat upon the throne said, Behold, I make all things new. And he said unto me, Write, for these words are true and faithful. And he said unto me, It is done. I am Alpha and Omega, the beginning and the end. I will give unto him that is athirst of the fountain of the water of life freely. He that overcometh shall inherit all things, and I will be his God, and he shall be my son. Revelation chapter 21, verses 1 to 7 provides a vivid illustration of a new heaven and a new earth that are to come. The passage describes a transformed world where pain, sorrow, tears, and death will no longer exist. It will be a place where God's dwelling will be among humanity, and he will personally wipe away every tear from their eyes. This new world will be characterized by peace, righteousness, and holiness. Can you imagine the wonder, glory, and amazement of this event described in Revelation 21? The vision of the New Jerusalem descending from above, the holy city, will be awe-inspiring. The city will be enormous, magnificent in its splendor, and radiant with the glory of God. Its brilliance will be like that of a very precious jewel, clear as crystal. The New Jerusalem will have high walls and 12 gates, with angels at the gates, and the names of the 12 tribes of Israel inscribed on them. The foundations of the city walls will be adorned with every kind of precious stone, and the streets will be made of pure gold, as transparent as glass. In this new creation, there will be no temple, for the Lord God Almighty and the Lamb are its temple. The city will not need the sun or the moon to shine on it, for the glory of God will give it light, and the Lamb will be its lamp. Revelation chapter 21, verse 16. And the city lieth foursquare, and the length is as large as the breadth. And he measured the city with the reed, 12,000 furlongs. The length and the breadth and the height of it are equal. According to this verse, the New Jerusalem is described as a colossal cube with dimensions ranging from 1,400 to 1,500 miles in length, width, and height. The exact size varies depending on the translation you read. To help visualize this, imagine a map of the United States. The city's footprint would cover an area equivalent to drawing a square from Miami, Florida, up to Boston, Massachusetts, then westward to Minneapolis, Minnesota, down to Texas, and back to Miami. This enormous city extends not only across this vast area on the ground level, but also rises between 1,400 and 1,500 miles into outer space. Can you imagine how deeply touched and moved you will be to witness what John saw? Our human minds can barely comprehend a structure of such magnitude descending from above. The New Jerusalem, with its colossal dimensions, will be an awe-inspiring sight, and the thought of it fills us with wonder and anticipation. Envision the strange and wonderful creatures you will see when the tabernacle of God is with men, and God is dwelling with humanity. Among these heavenly beings, we will encounter the cherubim, each with 4 faces, 1 human, 1 lion, 1 ox, and 1 eagle. They have human hands, 4 wings, straight legs, and hooves that gleam like burnished bronze. Their entire bodies, including their backs, hands, and wings, are completely covered with eyes. Imagine seeing such extraordinary creatures in the presence of the Lord. The sight will be both strange and amazing, filling us with awe and reverence. The most wonderful part of Revelation 21 is the fact that we will see God. The very idea of beholding the Almighty, the Ancient of Days, is beyond words. The emotions we will experience, joy, reverence, awe, are indescribable. To stand in the presence of God, to see Him face to face, is the ultimate fulfillment of our faith and hope. Revelation 21 promises a day like no other, a day when the former things will have passed away, and all things will be made new. It will be a day of unimaginable glory and joy, where we will dwell with God in His holy city, the New Jerusalem. This vision fills us with hope and anticipation as we look forward to the fulfillment of God's redemptive plan and the eternal joy that awaits us in His presence. The thought of experiencing such profound and divine wonders is beyond our wildest dreams, yet it is the promise we hold dear as believers. It is important to remember that this new world is not something that we can achieve by our own efforts. The Bible teaches that this new world is a gift from God, given to us through His grace and mercy. Ephesians chapter 2, verses 8 to 9. For it is by grace you have been saved, through faith, and this not from yourselves. It is the gift of God, not by works, so that no one can boast. Salvation and the new world is a gift that we cannot earn, but we receive it from God. No one is good enough for heaven, but anyone can accept the free gift of God. For Christ died for all of mankind, all nationalities, all backgrounds. In this world, we witness many strange and unsettling events. Natural disasters strike unexpectedly, political unrest disrupts societies, economic turmoil causes widespread hardship, and moral decay seems pervasive. These circumstances can easily lead to discouragement and doubts about the future. However, as believers, we must hold fast to the truth that God is sovereign and in control of all things. We can trust in His promise that He will make all things new, and that a new heaven and a new earth are coming for all who believe in Him. We are also reminded that we will be judged according to our deeds. We are called to live lives marked by righteousness, holiness, and obedience to God's commands. Those who overcome will inherit this new world and will enjoy a close, intimate relationship with God in His eternal dwelling. Revelation chapter 21 verses 1 to 3 speaks of a new heaven and a new earth that will replace the old. This new world will be a place where God's dwelling is among the people. He will live with them, they will be His people, and God Himself will be with them as their God. This is the ultimate goal of God's plan for humanity, to dwell with His people in a world of peace and righteousness. For all eternity, we will be in God's presence, living in harmony and fulfillment. The passage from Revelation paints a picture of a future where all believers will experience the fullness of God's presence. There will be no more sorrow, pain, or death, for the former things will have passed away. God will wipe away every tear from our eyes, and we will bask in the joy and peace of His eternal kingdom. Living with the awareness of this future should inspire us to remain steadfast in our faith and diligent in our pursuit of holiness. We are made for God's pleasure, created to bring Him glory and to enjoy a relationship with Him that is untainted by the brokenness of this current world. As we navigate the challenges and uncertainties of life, we can find comfort and hope in the promise of Revelation 21, knowing that God's ultimate plan is to dwell with His people forever in a new creation filled with His glory and love. This vision of the future provides us with a profound sense of purpose and direction. It encourages us to persevere in faith, to live righteously, and to keep our eyes fixed on the eternal promises of God. Despite the trials we face, we have the assurance that God is working all things together for good, and that His perfect plan will culminate in a glorious new beginning for all who trust in Him. Revelation chapter 4 verse 11. Thou art worthy, O Lord, to receive glory and honor and power, for Thou hast created all things, and for Thy pleasure they are and were created. There are creatures in the depths of the ocean that have never been seen by humans, and they were created for God's pleasure. Similarly, For all eternity, we will bring joy to God. Imagine a world of perfect peace. The current world, with all its problems, pain, and suffering, will come to an end. We will say goodbye to death, sorrow, pain, and heartbreak. Never again will we have a bad day. There will be no headaches, diseases, trauma, or sickness. The new heaven and the new earth will be a place of eternal peace, free from all the problems and challenges of this current world. In this new world, we will witness the holy city, the New Jerusalem, descending out of heaven from God. This vision is a beautiful image of the perfect city, prepared as a bride beautifully dressed for her husband. It reminds us that the new world will be flawless, without any sin or evil. The current world we live in is full of dangers and evil people, but the new world will be a place of perfect harmony and celebration. The world we know now is not the way it is supposed to be. It is filled with pain, suffering, and sorrow. But in the new heaven and new earth, all these things will be gone. God will wipe away every tear, and there will be no more death or mourning. This promise holds special meaning for those who have lost loved ones. God Himself will wipe away our tears, console us, and provide comfort. In the new heaven and new earth, we will experience a reality that transcends our current understanding. The perfection of the New Jerusalem, with its radiant beauty and divine presence, will be our eternal home. We will live in a state of perpetual joy and fulfillment, basking in the glory of God's presence. This vision of the future is not just a distant hope, but a profound truth that gives us strength and courage in our present lives. Knowing that a perfect world awaits us helps us endure the trials and tribulations of this life. It inspires us to live righteously, to seek peace, and to spread love and compassion. As we look forward to this glorious future, we can find solace in the knowledge that God's ultimate plan for humanity is one of redemption and restoration. The new heaven and new earth will be a testament to His infinite love and grace, where we will live in eternal harmony, free from all pain and suffering. This promise encourages us to remain faithful and to keep our eyes on the eternal prize. It reminds us that, despite the challenges we face, God's plan for us is one of hope and a future filled with His presence. The new heaven and new earth will be the culmination of His redemptive work, where we will dwell with Him forever in perfect peace and joy. This is a powerful reminder of the hope that we have in Jesus Christ, who offers us eternal life and peace. The things that we know now and the things that are part of our everyday lives will no longer exist. In the new heaven and the new earth, there will be a new order and a new way of living. All the things of this world are temporary, so we should not hold on to them too tightly. Yes, these strange things are coming. They are not so far away from us, and the time is coming for them to be manifested. Prepare yourself for the strange things, the new heaven, the new earth, and God's dwelling place.